everyone, today I want to do another update for my Panda Palette Challenge 2018. I just do the Naked 2, which has been a challenge, and I share with you 5 of those challenges that I've encountered since I started this series. So if you want to check it out, it will be linked on the top of the screen right now. So if you have a medium skin tone and if you have a warm undertone, maybe you'll have an idea of some of the struggles or some of the struggles that I had with this palette. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the one shade that I finished, and also I'm going to go through the other shades, the one that I hit pan on, which is 2 of them, and the progress that I have in the rest, and some of the challenges that I have with these shades. Then I'm going to move on to the Vice 2 palette and share with you the progress there. It's not crazy progress, but I hit pan in one of the shades and I have quite a bit of progress on other ones. So I'll go through those quickly so you can see how much I've been working on that palette too, which it has been a lot. Now let's move on to the Naked 2 palette. As you can see right there, let's start with the color Foxy. I do have a big dent in Foxy, but for some reason you can't really tell by just looking at pictures. I don't think you can tell how much progress I have. I've been using it every single day after the eye primer to set the eye primer, and I've been using it every single day to highlight my brow bone. So I know that I do have progress, but it doesn't show that much. Then I have the color Half Baked. That one, you probably can see a difference. I've been using it wet, so I think it kind of has like a mark where the flat brush has been going over, and that way, it kind of shows how much progress, or a little bit more progress compared to last time. But this is one of those shades that is more yellow tone, so I had to find the perfect companion, and sometimes I would use it with the color Chopper from this palette that I'll share with you how I'm doing with that one in a little bit. But because I wanted to make more of a rose gold kind of shade. But Half Baked is a good shade too. It's just a little bit more yellow, so you have to be careful, or I have to be careful in how I combine other shades that need to be more warm tone. The shade that I did finish this month is the color Booty Call. Now this one I didn't have that much. I think I started with probably half of the amount that comes in this shade, because that was one of my favorite shades from this palette, and that was the one that I used the most. If I wanted to use any color from this palette, I usually would go for Booty Call or for the color Blackout, which is the matte black, very, very dark black that this palette has. So I do have a little bit in the corners, but I'm not going to go and dig through those because it's not enough to repress it. I tried it with a little bit more that I had, and it didn't work that well. I had to use it like a loose eyeshadow, so I'm not going to do that. And then my brushes are getting all kind of weird shaped and kind of pulling the bristles because of that. So yeah, it's completely done for me, and I'm happy. I'm going to move on to other shade that I want to concentrate for next month. The next one is the color Chopper. As you can see, this is a rose gold. It does have glitter, and I like to combine it usually, or this past month, I like to combine it with the color Half Baked. Half Baked is a little bit more chunky. Chopper is not that chunky, but still it loses a lot of the glitter when you apply it to your eyes. So what I've been doing, and I mentioned on that video that I share about things that are not, 5 things that I don't like about this palette or something like that, is that I was having trouble removing the glitter after I applied these shades to my eyelids. And then I decided, after trying all the different ideas that you guys gave me with the tape and everything, that it was better if I just do my eyes and then I wash my face. That fixed it, and that's okay, because I usually do my eyes and then my face. So I wash my face and then I move on. I put again, a little bit more moisturizer, I put the primer, and then I move on to the foundation and stuff. So that has been working, and I know it's an extra step, but I just had to do it in order to use this glittery shade. Now the next color is Tease. As you can see, I do have some pan on Tease. It did take me a lot to hit this pan. I'm gonna say that 90% of the month I was using a smoky eye with about 10 layers of Tease. And that's how much progress I made. It's been a challenge. I have to tell you that last year when I did the Too Faced chocolate bar, if I use a shade that much, it would show amazing progress. With this one, not that much. But I will continue to concentrate on this shade because I really want to finish it as soon as possible. Now I know it's not going to be as easy as the chocolate bar, even though that one was hard. I think this one is harder to finish them completely. So it may take me a few months to finish it completely, but seeing pan, it kind of motivates me and it gives me an idea of, okay, you got all this done. Now you have to work in a third more of the shade, another third, and that way, I don't know, I hope that I can finish them that way, because it's been hard to finish shades completely from the halfway point in just 1 month, or maybe 3/4, even when I use them wet. And when I use them wet, I do see a little bit more progress, but these ones, the matte ones, are really hard since I can't really get them wet in order to make them work, because they do get a little bit of hard pan. The next shade is Snakebite. As you can see, I do have quite a big dent. I used it in the outer corner, but nothing crazy. There's no pan in that one. I also have the color Suspect, which I did use quite a lot with the next shade, which is Pistol. Suspect, it does have a big dent, not as big as Snakebite, but I'm happy that I still can see some progress. Then I have the color Pistol, which I was pleasantly surprised by this, because Pistol is one of those shades that I thought it was going to be the hardest because of that taupe, but I can mix it with a very warm shade. I don't know if I can find it. I was using Pistol with the warm shades in the video where I share with you different ways that you can use your lip balms to use them up faster. So I try to put a close-up or something, maybe even a picture of the look, but that was the look that I was using when I was using Pistol. I also have the color Verve. Yes, I do have a little bit of progress, but I've been using it in my inner corner, so nothing crazy. I hit pan in the color Decay. As you can see there, it's chunky. It loses a lot of eyeshadow every time I use it, so I don't think it's going to be hard to finish this shade, so I will concentrate on this shade this month. Hopefully I can finish it completely. Again, not because I'm amazing at panning, but because it's losing a lot of the glitter and a lot of the pigment itself every time I apply it. Even when I use it wet, I feel like I'm wasting a lot of the product or a lot of the eyeshadow getting it wet and sticking to my brush. Then I have the color Busted. I do have a big dent on that one because I've been using it mostly in the outer corner with the color Snakebite. And the color Blackout, you probably can't see any progress, but I've been using it every single day as an eyeliner. Well, except today that I'm not using eyeliner, but I've been using it to set the eyeliner. So for me, I am realizing that the Naked palettes, maybe the Naked 2, it's going to be a challenge and it's going to take everything out of me to finish it. But I'm excited to continue to do it. And please let me know if you want to see tutorials with this palette. Even if they're hiding the product, even if they're hiding the shade, if you're interested in seeing it. Because if you are, then I can share them with you. I don't mind. I just feel like I'm cheating for some reason when I'm hiding the shades. And that you probably want to see a look where it's going to make the shades shine. Maybe for panning purposes not, but you know, for people that is out there just looking for how to use their palette, they're probably wanting to make those shade pop in their eyes and not so much hiding it. But I have a warm tone. This is a cool tone palette and it's giving me a hard time. So sometimes that's usually what I do. Then from the Vice 2 palette, I hit pan in the color Damage that I use, I don't know, since December I started to use this. Now I'm starting to get them wet because I'm getting to the point where I can get them wet and they don't get hard pan. I feel like once you have a little dent, it's better there than instead of just doing it when they're brand new. For some reason it gets hard pan in some of them. It happened to me with one of the shades, Raider. But I do have progress in the color Stash, Strike, Raider, and yeah, a little bit of Voodoo and Betrayal. Not that much on those two, but mostly Strike, Stash, which are the yellowy green and the green, and the color Raider. And of course the pan in the color Damage. So I hope that you enjoy this video. Let me know how you're doing. If you're panning, I know that some of you mentioned that are panning the Naked 2 palette. So if you have any tips for me, please share them, because you know, everything, sometimes you give me an idea that will inspire other ideas. So it's always good when you guys leave comments about things that been working for you. If you want to watch this series from the beginning, I'll have the playlist on the top of the screen. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on my next one.